One. Here we go!
Good day, viewers, and welcome back to yet another episode of We Talk. I am, of course, Precious Nitanapo. Yes, a new face and a new name on your screens, but that's only because we're giving Yolanda a little bit of a break so that she can get her beauty rest. But I will be on your screens for quite a while, so I hope you guys enjoy my company. But we did have a conversation with the group chairman of Cymot, who is Axel Theissen, just sharing a little bit on their 75th birthday anniversary, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But for now, let's head over to the news. In this week's news agenda, we have Namibian archers who did an outstanding performance in South Africa last weekend. 5 Namibian archers attended the TRU Ball 73rd South African National Archery Championship last weekend. According to Jacqueline Kutsia, Vice President of Target Archery of the Archery Association of Namibia, these 5 are Namibia's best archers in their respective classes. Jannie Meewesen from Luderitz Archery Club and Hofmeyer van Blair competed against 14 other archers in the compound men division. Jacqueline Kutsia from Sokopmoon Archery Club competed in the compound women division against 8 other ladies. Koen Reddig from the Sokopmoon Archery Club as well competed against 5 other women in the recurve women division. And Lutz Wallace, also from the Sokopmoon Archery Club, competed against 9 other archers in recurve bear bow men division, she said. She added that Jannie Meewesen and Jacqueline Kutsia also competed in the international mixed compound team event against Team USA and Team RSA. On the 10th of March, 117 archers registered for this event, followed by official practice rounds. On 11 March, the archers shot 72 arrows in the ranking round, which were followed by eliminations to determine who would go through to the medal matches that were held on the 12th of March. Koen Reddig improved her previous Namibian record for the 360 round from 296 to 300 and ranked first after the full 720 ranking round. Now for the final results, we have Lutz Wallace with a gold, Koen Reddig with a silver, Jannie Meewesen with a silver, Jacqueline Kutsia and Jannie Meewesen and the bronze international mixed compound team came in 4th place. But that's it for our news segment today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
The Evening Review is a daily interview-based talk show that dissects and expounds on current affairs as they occur in Namibia. The show aims at reaching Namibians of all age groups who seek better understanding of the state of current affairs in the country. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms, Namibian Sun and Namibia Media Holdings. The Evening Review focuses on interviews, latest news and up-to-the-minute current events. Contact evening@synergy.com.na. Evening Review, unpacking today's pertinent issues.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another episode of We Talk. Today we are at Cymot, and we are joined by Axel Theissen, who is the Group Chairman of Cymot. And we're just here to discuss a little bit about the 75th birthday celebration. So, how are you?
Yes, Freshest, thanks for coming here and visiting us this morning. It's a privilege to have you here. It's an exciting year. 2023 was the Cymot organization marks our 75th anniversary. We will be launching this unique shirt, which all of our employees will be destined to wear to work every Friday from now on. As I said, the company started in 1948. It's long ago. Most of us were there at that time. And over the years, Cymot has become a household name in Namibia, as you would know. We are basically based in all major towns of Namibia. We've reinvested and built new branches. We employ 100% Namibians in our organization. We are a Namibian company, so that makes us so much more proud to celebrate our 75th anniversary, and the anniversary celebrations will basically begin this Friday.
Okay, so we have it there that celebrations are beginning this Friday. 75 years is quite big. Can you just give us a little background on the growth of the company since then?
Yeah, Cymot actually started out as a South African-owned company. In 1976 and 1986, my dad, Klaus Theissen, bought over the shareholding from the then South African company. Cymot South Africa doesn't exist anymore nowadays, and we have, to the contrary, expanded and are passionate about what we do. I'm very proud about the team which we've had. And then over the last number of 20 years, I would say we've invested quite heavily in Oshakati. Our branch has been revamped. Cymot we are currently, as we speak, opening a new branch in Rundu. We did a new branch in Walfish Bay. We upgraded our Tower Street premises, which is opposite Wernhil in Windhoek, about 15 years ago. And we are again busy with the next big plans for the future. So we're not standing still, but most importantly, and I think the most important aspect of the 75th anniversary is that we must celebrate our successes. So on this note, I'll have my cup of coffee in the early morning. The bubblies will come at a later stage.
At a later stage.
But we need to celebrate our successes as well.
Cheers to that early morning coffee. Now, it has been 75 years of growth, and immense growth, if we must put it like that. With more growth coming on, we still have branches opening up and expanding and so forth. So I know it's 75 years now, but what more are we looking at that's going to come with the more years that are coming?
The big thing, in which I didn't mention in terms of the branches, we are market leaders, and I think in Southern Africa, not just Namibia, in terms of our online store. Our online store is fully functional. It's linked live to our main trading system, so the stock availability and pricing is always the live system as we are trading in store as well. And then the other big plans is we are planning to expand into Hilltop Estate Village, which is next to the Grove Mall, and that's a big project which will hopefully be signed off very shortly, and then watch the press for details.
I think there's no stopping Cymot at this point. It's growth all over. It's the climbing up the ladder all the way until the sky. You did mention that celebrations start this Friday. Just give us a little bit insight on that.
Yeah, as we will be launching our Easter promotion on Friday the 17th, and we will this year playing around with the word or with the letter 7 and 5 as well, periodically in terms of retail specials. So our first celebrations and where this new logo with the 75th anniversary will be revealed will be now on Friday the 17th of March. As a company, we will be kicking off there with huge cake celebrations at each and every branch, because we first and foremost have to thank our loyal employees. Cymot's employees stand at about 520, 530 at this moment, so we are proud and passionate about our employees that have contributed to this growth, and first and foremost we say thank you with them, and we'll celebrate with them, and then the other public events will rather be more in the mid-year domain in the winter months.
Okay, so I think that's something exciting to look forward for, especially for company employees. Let's talk a little bit about highlights and the downloads that the company has faced throughout the 75 years. What would you say is a moment that really peaked it for Cymot?
I think recently enough, just come back from a breakfast presentation, and COVID, unfortunately or fortunately, is at everybody's ears still. But the COVID times have forced us to rethink what we really want to do, and we refocused and did a lot of strategic changes in the Cymot organization, especially on the head office and the management style. And that has meandered into quite a success story where I think the management team is as strong as it's ever been. I personally handed over the Cymot CEO role last year, July, to my successor, Ralph Ellinger, who is currently busy with our operations in Rundu with a new branch opening. But with Ralph and his sales team and procurement team and IT team, I think we've come out of COVID a lot stronger than we entered COVID. So COVID was beneficial to us. I know a lot of people won't agree and lost loved ones. We lost loved ones as well, but we've got to embrace the new times and have to live with the new world order. And even though there's inflation, we have to make the best and basically continue to deliver the service excellence and the superior products to our Namibian customers at the right price and stand by our product. Every product which you buy at Cymot is guaranteed with at least 1 year guarantee. So that's what is our strong points, and that's definitely one of the high points. In terms of answering your question, Precious, in terms of low points, there were low points. We've lost loved ones. It's not always been 100% right, but that's when you take risk. There are certain times you go into an area which is maybe not the right one, and you just have to refocus and re-strategize and come back into the strong domain. But the most important for me is that we are Namibian. We reinvest into Namibia. We employ Namibian employees. 100% of our workforce is Namibian, and this is what lets Cymot stand out, and this is why the people of Namibia, or the Namibian inhabitants, love Cymot. So we hope to get very much closer to each and every Namibian over the next 2 years.
I think that was perfectly said and well said. We definitely agree that it is a company that has been offering quality all the way throughout and continuing to provide quality products and services. We really appreciate it, highly thankful for it, and wish you all the best for your 75-year celebration.
Thank you very much appreciated.
The My.NA Cars Show provides viewers with the best in-class cars content, engaging interviews, as well as a showcase of the latest cars-related news, products, and services. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact My.NA at synergy.com.na. My.NA Cars, more than just a ride.
Welcome back to another take of We Talk and We Recommend. We are joined by Kaleb Haipinge, who is here in the Kwan with us today, just to share a little bit of his expertise in Kung Fu with us and how it benefits us, not just physically, but mentally, self-defense, and what are the other elements you mentioned?
Self-defense have 3 components, which is mental health, physical fitness, and self-defense techniques. So if you put everything together, it gives you now the self-defense that people are always talking about, that I want to learn self-defense. But the art that we are studying is called Wing Chun Kung Fu.
Wing Chun Kung Fu.
Which is from China.
Well, there you guys have it. I think let's allow Kaleb to do a formal introduction of who he is, where we are today, and why we are here.
Okay, my name is Kaleb Haipinge. I'm 42 years, turning 43 this year. I studied karate. I started with karate in '96 and then joined Wing Chun Kung Fu 2007. So basically, I'm doing Kung Fu for 15 years, going for 16 years now. I actually took over the Kwan from my Sifu, the one that trained me, together with my other Sihing, the guys that came before me. Because of green pasture, they left the Kwan, I stayed and I took over. So I'm the one that is training the newcomers that are coming here.
So you just mentioned that you are the one that trains the newcomers that come here. What is the first thing, what is the core value that you teach them when they walk in?
Basically, when they come in, everybody's having the same wrong idea. I just want to learn how to fight. But basically, martial art is really not about fighting, it's more avoiding. So when you avoid, you are more a winner than somebody that is involved in physical contact. So we try to explain this to our students, and then we check their fitness. Sometimes most of them go back because of the fitness, if they cannot deal with the fitness, and then they go back because they watch TV movies, and then they think that martial art can be learned in maybe 1.5 hours or within a week, based on the movie that they are seeing. But it's an art that honestly it takes you many years to learn, to know, and to master before it becomes second nature. And like I said, I'm going for 16 years. I'm still here. Some guys came here for a year and 2, they disappear, but I'm still here.
So you're still here, and you're still planning on growing the Kwan, definitely, right?
Yes.
So you just mentioned earlier that self-defense has 3 components. Can you just run us through those 3 components in a little detail, please?
Okay, according to myself and to some of my masters that I have been talking to or training with, self-defense got 3 components. The first one, which is mental health, physical fitness, and then the techniques, the last one, which you call now self-defense. So basically, your mental should be healthy for you to remember the techniques. Your body should be physical fit for you to execute the techniques or to run away, because we say that first run away if you can before you try to do funny techniques, because sometimes a person can be carrying a weapon without you knowing. And then when you are backed into a corner that you cannot move, that is where you are going to use now the last element, which is now self-defense. You are going to use your techniques to defend yourself. So basically, if your mental health is sharp, then it means that you'll be able to remember the techniques that you are going to do. If your physical fitness is good, then you are going to use your body as a weapon to execute those techniques. And then the third one now, the technique itself, if we combine the whole ball together, we get now self-defense, which people always think that self-defense is all about fighting, but it's not really fighting. My Sifu always said that the best way to win the fight is when to disappear. A lot of the students, they don't understand that. When he said that, I didn't also understand, but they say when you see danger, disappear. So when you disappear, then it means that you are very safe compared to somebody that is going to be involved into the fight.
Yeah, I think I agree with that one. At first, I didn't quite understand it. So when you mentioned that the first instinct is first to run, and then when you are backed into a corner, then that's when you decide to apply now your martial art techniques and so forth. So can you just run us through a few of the techniques that you teach your students when they get here?
Normally, we have forms, just like in karate, they are having katas. So we have the first form that we call Shilim Tao, meaning that little ideas of fighting. Now with Wing Chun, it's very complex, because the first form, you use it when you have to win the fight. The second form that we call the Cham Kyu, it's in the middle between the first and the third form. And then the last form, which we call the Bil Ji, that is that's a form that you use when you are losing the fight. So the last one, the Bil Ji, it's more like illegally, it's more like weapon kind of. You want to maybe to attack in the eye, to the throat, and all those type. And then the first one, the Shilim Tao, the little idea, is basically really just blocking, going out of the danger line. You protect the center line, because the key element of Wing Chun, you protect your center line, and then you attack your opponent's center line.
There are a lot of words here that I'm really trying very hard to remember, but I know that we have the small pieces, and then we have the last one, which should be your last option in case you are losing, which hopefully we don't encounter that, because it sounds quite deadly, you know, attacking for your eye or the neck area and so forth. But like Kaleb has mentioned before, there's a lot more that goes into martial arts and Wing Chun than just fighting, or into self-defense than just fighting. In a conversation earlier, you did just elaborate the difference between karate and Wing Chun, which is Kung Fu. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on that?
Karate is from Japan, Kung Fu is from China. Karate is more about kicking, while Kung Fu, it's more about, you break it down into small details. Karate is more about hard strike. Kung Fu, we also have hard strike, but it's more like a lot of pieces together. It's like throwing a lot of needles together, while in Karate, you want to use only one strike and then it's done. But the advantage now between Karate and Wing Chun is that with Wing Chun, it's a principle of defense and attack at the same time. While Karate, you need to block and then punch. So it's more like 1-2, but in Kung Fu, it's like 1. Yeah, especially Wing Chun.
Okay, I think that's the interesting aspect that I picked up here today. But I would like for us to get a little bit into the Wing Chun movement here, a little bit into martial arts, and see if I have the 3 components that was mentioned earlier that deems me fit to be part of this team. Yep. So I think that's it from us here today, but see you again. Okay, so I'm back in the Kwan, and our Sehing will teach us a few of the moves we just spoke about earlier. Okay, so with what are we starting first?
So first we are just going to do Paksao, Lapsao, Paksao, punch.
Okay.
So basically a guy will be standing this way, I punch, and then I punch, and then you Paksao, and then you move in straight, down.
Oh, I'm a fast learner.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this again.
Try this again.
Okay.
So I come, it's a boxer, I punch, then I punch, then you control, yes, and then I'm done.
Okay, but, okay.
Yes, just have to keep it close fist, and then...
And power in the arm.
Power in the arm is
But then
move.
that means I must maybe...
You just need to be fit. You don't really need to lift weight, but yes, you just need strength, you just need to be fit, then that's it. Because by moving, you generate extra power. And then because your opponent doesn't expect something like that, that is what is going to knock him. You disappear.
So when he grabs me by my neck, one hand here.
All the way down here.
So by his wrist,
yes,
basically.
to make sure that it doesn't choke you again.
And then the other one for
yes,
support.
Yes, tight as you can. And then you roll it, and then you press it down. Yep. And then all the way down there.
Okay.
So the next one, we are going to just add up a little bit of punches, just to see how it feels.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we are going for the third one.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
So this is how it goes. Yeah.
Ooh,
Repeat it again.
Okay.
The movie is actually done fast, but because of the filming and not for you to injure me, you do it a little bit.
Because I'm highly capable.
Yes, yes. So, and then you can either follow with a kick and then multiple punches.
Or you can run.
So when we are done, you stand, you salute me this way. You're the right fist, yes. This means friendship. Okay. If we change it this way, it's more like I'm inviting a fight. We are challenged, yes. So always remember this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. See you again, friends.
Yeah.
Chill Sessions is an entertainment show that brings you the latest hit, fashion, and entertainment news. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact chill@synergy.com.na. Chill Sessions, bringing art and entertainment to the people.
It's mid-month already and there's lots to keep you busy. On Friday, late afternoon, Geraas op die Plaas presents Tree of Love, which is a psycho-spiritual audio-visual psychedelic community experience. This takes place at the Monte Cristo Riverside Camping, and the revelry continues until Sunday. On Friday at 6, an exhibition of 9 artists that participated in the Bakers Bay Artist Retreat opens at the Namibian Art Association and can be viewed until the 24th. At 6:30, there's a sandy sunset at Tropicana, which is at the Langstrand Jetty for those looking for a different kind of psychedelic experience. Saturday starts off on a musical note at 7:15 with a secret sunrise beach awakening once again at Tropicana at the coast. As from 11, you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day at Joe's Beer House with live entertainment by Just Jack until 4 o'clock. At 5, celebrate independence with a paint and wine pairing facilitated by artist Betsy van Rensburg at the Kostef Centre in Swakopmund, or join the night market at the Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Centre until 10. If you want to be part of the red carpet at 6:45, the Miss and Miss Supranational Namibia competition takes place at the Safari Hotel in Windhoek. On both Friday and Saturday, the Magic Words Zauberwörter Trio from Germany can be seen at the Wolverdance Dune Lodge. Until the 24th, you can still catch a sunflower art exhibition at the Kostef Art and Craft Centre in Swakopmund, and until the 25th, a solo exhibition by Trevor Knott consisting of wood, stone and metal can be viewed at the Bell House Atelier in Windhoek until the 25th. That's it for now, folks. Have fun!
Well, I must say it has been quite an interesting episode, from our interview with Axel Theissen from Cymot to our new segment, of course, Namibia representing us very well, to our recommendation, which is Wing Chun. Actually something that I really enjoyed doing and something that I think we should all have a look in and participate in. But from us and this segment of We Talk, it's goodbye.
2, 1.
Here we go!